Hi, I'm Jessica Marksbury for Golf.com, and welcome to a special edition of Tour Confidential from Glen Arbor Golf Club. We are on site at the Barenberg Gary Player Invitational, and joining me now, the man himself, Gary Player. Thank you so much for your time today. It actually couldn't be better timing. We're going to talk about the President's Cup, and I can't imagine talking to a person that is more invested in that event. What were your thoughts on the great golf we saw this past weekend?
Well, although America won, and I thought they probably would, I didn't think it would go as close as it was. And I was delighted to see that because with the Ryder Cup, you know, golf is bigger than just America and Europe playing. It is a game now, and the greatest expansion in the world that's taking place is in Asia. So we really needed, it was most appropriate to have the President's Cup in Korea. To have a match go down to the wire like it did was so exciting, number one, but it was very encouraging because a lot of young people will now take up the game of golf, all the manufacturers will benefit, so all in all it was just a great success.
What do you think it was that really made the difference this year, the closest President's Cup outcome in the past decade?
The President's Cup was won by the international players in Australia with Peter Thompson as the captain. And then we had the President's Cup in South Africa, which we tied with Tiger Woods and Ernie Els going in the playoff, which was so exciting. Never forget that. Nicholas says that was the greatest day of his entire golfing career, which was a great compliment. But it's, you know, it's not a matter of who wins. It's the spirit and does the game benefit. And I tell you, by having this in Korea and having all these Asian players, Sang Moon Bae, Lahiri, Jaidi, all these fellas, and this young man, Danny Lee, this guy's just going better. He's a meteoric rise. So we do have our big three at the moment, or the big four, whatever the number is, but there are a host of others that could just come through and do well.
Branden Grace had a phenomenal performance, really was the man of the event. Any other players really impress you?
Well, Branden Grace comes from South Africa and his game is getting better and better and better. He could have very easily won the US Open this year. No, but we have so many good players playing today. You know, Jason Day has this magnificent golf swing. He didn't perform as well as he could do, but I've been talking about Jason Day for years now because he swings the club the closest to Ben Hogan I've seen. And Hogan was the best swing and the most effective swing I ever saw, he and Sam Snead.
Well, on a personal note, I know you're weeks away from a very big milestone, 80th birthday. Now, I'm guessing that doesn't mean you're going to be slowing down anytime soon.
No, I don't believe in retirement. I think retirement is a death warrant. Somebody said to me the other day, you don't have to go to the gym. I still do 1,300 crunches and sit-ups, and I still push 400 pounds with my legs. I get on the treadmill at max. He said, you don't have to do all these exercises. He says, you know, you acting as a pallbearer to all your friends' deaths, that's going to keep you in great shape. Because if you reach 80 today, you're lucky. Most people don't worry about health and diet. And if I could leave one message for the world, exercise. Get a treadmill, put it in your bathroom. 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes in the evening, that's all you got to do.
Well, you're certainly doing your part to get the word out, Mr. Player. We thank you so much for your time and insight, and thank you all for joining us here on a special edition of Tour Confidential on Golf.com. We'll see you back in New York next week.